need to be honest, I can't watch sport the same way anymore. The other night I sat down, snacks ready, volume up, and halfway through the game I felt this strange sinking feeling in my chest. Something was off. Not the players, not the crowd, but the feeling of watching it. It was like I wasn't watching sport anymore, but something edited, something too perfect. A few weeks later, I wrote a LinkedIn newsletter about it. Brisbane Broncos accused of fast forwarding reality. I honestly thought maybe 10 people would read it. Instead, it became the most popular newsletter in my feed that week. Just seeing that number, knowing so many others have read it, made me realize this wasn't just my imagination. People are noticing that sport itself is being shaped more by storytelling and spectacle than reality. Let me take you back to that night. Brisbane Broncos versus Melbourne Storm grand final. Halftime, Broncos were down by 10. You could feel the tension through the screen. And then, like something hit fast forward, everything changed. The timing, the cuts, the replays, it all felt too perfect. I wrote about it in my newsletter. The second half felt engineered, like someone had stitched together a drama for maximum emotional punch. I expected backlash, fans calling me cynical or journalists rolling their eyes, but instead I sat there quietly resonating with people. That's when it hit me. This isn't about one game. This is about trust. When every camera angle, replay, and reaction is curated to make a story, we stop watching sport because we start watching a manufactured emotion. Fast forward to June 2025. Fans worldwide, or rewind to June 2025, fans worldwide were searching for highlights from the FIFA Cup World Cup. They found them. Hundreds of thousands of views, the head coach pacing the sidelines in a heavy winter coat. But it was a warm day in Florida. The opposing goalkeeper, completely wrong, clearly not the player who was actually supposed to be in the match. And here's the kicker, the match even hadn't happened yet. It reminds me of someone I once knew in Manchester, literally someone who got married at a football stadium, not the club in question. But I was furious. How could anyone fabricate something so sacred like football? Here's what happened. A group of gaming creators based in Egypt had figured out a formula to make millions of people believe fake highlights were real. They stitched together clips from old video games, repurposed previous matches, and targeted games featuring star players or top European clubs. The videos were carefully timed. They were posted 24 to 48 hours before the real matches. And then there was little or no competition for online content. The channels were verified and had hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and it looked credible. Google and YouTube algorithms push the videos to the top of the search results, sometimes occupying the top 4 spots across multiple channels. Across multiple games. One single video racked up over 700,000 views before the real game even started. The curators monetized every view. Ads ran for major brands from food delivery to electronics and even for tickets to the World Cup itself. Some clips included AI-generated promos for questionable diet products featuring synthetic celebrity personas. When real matches eventually happened, the curators updated the video titles with the correct scores, then removed the original highlights entirely, leaving only footage of themselves playing video games. This bait and switch strategy maximized both immediate ad revenue and long-term channel metrics. The operation was staggering. Across 30 plus videos, they amassed 14 million views in just 2 weeks. Other channels, even unrelated ones about cooking, farming, or bird watching, scraped these videos or created their own fake highlights. Millions of viewers emotionally reacted, cheering for amazing goals, debating star performances, all for clicks and ad revenue. I mean, really, video games, fake highlights, AI generated clips. This isn't a harmless prank, it's theft. They stole the surprise, the joy, the raw emotion of sport itself. Here's what I mean by phony moments in sport. There's a spectrum of ways sport is being phony: overproduction and narrative engineering, disinformation, deepfakes, and AI manipulation, match fixing and hidden incentives, cognitive and emotional biases. Why it's harder to trust what you see? When every replay, highlight, and camera cut is curated, the line between reality and presentation blurs. We start questioning, did that play really happen that way? Or was it shaped for drama? Over time, sport becomes less about raw contest and more about performance for the camera. This is a larger reality problem. In an age of misinformation, media manipulation, and AI, we begin to doubt what we see everywhere: politics, news, even public life. What it feels like for fans: alienation. You feel separated from the game you love. Skepticism. You second guess every highlight, every moment. Exhaustion. Constantly asking, is this real or staged? Drains the joy. Loss of delight, the raw emotion, the surprise, the thrill, dulled by overproduction. When I wrote about the Broncos, I realized I was voicing what many fans felt but couldn't name: that sport itself was being polished into something too perfect, too manufactured. The deeper implications for sport: trust can erode, viewership, loyalty, and emotional investment. For media, sensationalism comes at the cost of credibility. For reality perception, if we accept phony sport, we prime ourselves to doubt what we see elsewhere. For athletes, they may perform for the camera, prioritizing spectacle over substance. This isn't just entertainment, it affects mental health. When we can't trust what we see, it erodes our sense of reality, which can fuel anxiety, doubt, and disillusionment. From an advertising perspective, this is devastating. Sporting heroes are meant to inspire. They exercise, they eat well. It's something you can watch together as a family. Phony sport undermines that, undermining both the joy of the fans and the integrity of sponsorship. How can we push back? Demand transparency, how replays, angles, and edits are chosen. Seek full versions. Highlight reels lie. Watch complete games when possible. Apply skepticism without cynicism. Support outlets that value context, nuance, and truth. Encourage sport bodies to guard integrity and resist over curation. We may never return to pure sport in the immediate future, but we can demand better, cleaner presentation, less manufacturing, more trust. The fact that my Broncos newsletter became the most popular in my feed that week tells me this moment is real. People are awake to the tension between spectacle and truth. As fans, media consumers, and citizens, we have a choice: blindly consume or actively interrogate. Thank you for listening. Mindfully yours, Julie.